What's up, everybody? It's Chris from CW Cards, and we're back with part 2 of Mail Day. As you can see, I order way too much stuff from eBay. The mailman probably hates me, but it's okay. It's where it's how I fulfill my love of sports cards. Let's see what we got today. Ooh, an Armalope. Protect what you ship. Fancy. This guy must ship a lot of stuff. Let's see what I got from Mr. Armalope. Oh. Okay, so I know this is kind of a cop-out, but I don't know if you guys have ever looked for vintage Babe Ruth cards. They're very expensive. Even ones like from that 60s set that I was talking about, that Fleer set, run like $60 to $80. This is from, I believe, 76 Tops. Does it say any on the back? Oh yeah, in the bottom corner there. Sure you can't see it. 76 Tops. 76 Tops card 345. Sporting News all-time all-stars Babe Ruth. I got this for under $10. 76, is it vintage? It's not junk wax, I can say that much. And you can get cheap Babe Ruth stuff from the junk wax era for like $1 or $2, but I didn't want that. So this is what we're doing for Babe Ruth for now. I like it. It'll work. Like I said, I don't want to show you who sent it to me. Like I said, it'll work. It's better than the other alternatives I can come up with for Babe Ruth. If you guys have any better ideas on how to get like those top players from pre-war guys, I'd love to hear from you. Please, in the comments down below, tell me a better option for those kind of cards. I still need Ty Cobb. I still need Christy Mathewson. We're definitely still on the lookout for Hall of Fame pre-war guys. Oh, this is a cool card. I saw this. And this is a... Yeah. Why did my light go out? What's going on here? Alright, sorry about that. Had a lighting issue. Topps Archives, Pride of the NL, Willie Mays, Stan Musial. It is a reprint card. I only paid like $1 for it. It's an iconic card. I believe it's out of 58 Topps of two of the best players from the 50s and 60s, especially in the National League. Pride of the NL, it says on the bottom. Stan Musial, Willie Mays. Someday I'll get a nice copy of the original card, but because it has two of the best players in the game, nice copies go for, $60, maybe more. So I just bought this one for now. $1, $2, whatever it was. It was cheap enough. Next up, what kind of treasures did Chris find on eBay this week? That's what we could call this series. Because I do find treasures sometimes. Other times, not so much. This looks like a slab. A slab, probably of a Hall of Famer. Like I said, that's what we've been collecting lately. It could, oh no, it's definitely a vintage Hall of Famer. I saw the back. It is vintage. I don't know who it is yet, though. I actually forgot who it is. One of the ones I was missing. It's one of the guys that goes for a better amount of money for whatever reason. Eddie Mathews, SGC 3. I think I've mentioned it before. I like the SGC slabs with the back matte, especially for vintage cards. I think it looks much sharper than the PSA slabs. Let's look at this card here. Little soft and crimp on the bottom left. Definitely soft on the right. A little off-centered right to left. The picture might be a little faded. But Ed Mathews, Hall of Famer. This is toward the end of his career with the Braves. He'd already hit 422 home runs. But yeah, Hall of Famer, Eddie Mathews. That goes in my Hall of Fame thing. It'll probably be up in the wall behind me in the near future. So yeah, we like that. That's good. We need that. Add it to the collection. Take him off the list. He'll probably go right next to Hank Aaron. In fact, that's from the same year. Oh, he's definitely going next to Hank. This is part of that 62 Fleer set. I don't have nearly as many of these, Paul Wainer, but it does take another one of those old pre-war guys off the list. And it is vintage, like I said, it's from the 60s. So it's a 60-year-old set. Paul Wainer. Great name. What's next in the treasure trove of goodies? Treasure trove of goodies. Oh, sorry. I knocked the camera over. Oh, my stacks are going everywhere. I don't know about you guys, but, you know, I'm constantly sorting cards, and I have stacks everywhere, and my recording desk is also my sorting desk, and so there's always crap falling over. A constant struggle. All right, where were we? Some soccer stuff. All right. For those of you who saw on my channel, I posted the first soccer video yesterday. There'll be future ones upcoming. See what we got here. Topps Chrome. Some sort of gold parallel of a Man U guy named Hannibal. Now, I told you before I watched the Premier League with my dad, I have never seen Hannibal play. He's probably been loaned out or he's part of the youth squad, but it is a rookie card. 72 of 99. Maybe he'll be part of it in the future. Fresh Strokes, Kyle Lowry autograph. Kyle Lowry's a really good player. Probably not good enough for the Hall of Fame, but a really good player. Veteran, has been around forever. Willie Mays in action. Miscut, like all the cards are back in the day. But corners are pretty sharp. And it's actually pretty good top to bottom. Definitely off left to right. And a prize footballer. Kylian Mbappe. This is from probably looks like Chrome Champions League. Kylian Mbappe, one of the best players in Europe, now playing for Real Madrid. Proud member of the French national team. Yeah, there we go. Just some pickups. It was one of those guys that, you know, after I saw one thing that I liked, I saw a few other things that I liked and probably bid on a few more that I didn't win, but I ended up with 3 or 4 cards, so that's good. That's something. Soccer cards. Add to my collection. Let's see what we got here. Next treasure. So today is Tuesday, and so we're figured out now what the football playoffs look like. Tell me down below in the comments who you guys like in the football playoffs. I know I mentioned it before, but now that we have the matchups and we saw kind of what happened in the last week there, I was definitely wrong about the whole Kansas City finding out a way to win. They actually laid down and let the Broncos win because they don't fear the Broncos in the long run, but they definitely feared Cincinnati getting in. So one way to make sure Cincinnati didn't get in was to let the Broncos beat them and take that last spot. And that is a potential opponent for them in their first round game. Kansas City has a bye in the first round, and Denver is the lowest seed. So the lowest seed meets the number 1 seed, the team with the bye, in the second round of the playoffs. So, you know, we'll see if that matchup happens. And, you know, we'll see if Denver gained confidence or anything like that from that victory. Oh, man, this thing is really packaged. All right, we're going to cut into it again. Learned anything from that victory that they can apply to beating Kansas City in the playoffs? When you and I both know Kansas City is at their best and most dangerous. Hence why they're like the 3-time Super Bowl champion in, 4 or 5 years now? Yeah, they've become the new Patriots. Let's just call it like it is. Man, this guy really packaged the crap out of this one. Let's see what's in here. Can we get it out? Yes, we can. Man, all this for one card. Holy moly. All right, more scissors. Scissors are your friend when opening eBay packages. Scissors, chainsaws, pocket knives, machetes, whatever you got to get through all this packaging. I mean, you know, like, these cards are well protected. They're not going to get messed up. Okay. Here's a new guy for the Hall of Fame collection. Vintage Roy Campanella. Definitely off center, left to right. You know, it's not in the best shape. It's not graded. There's definitely a crease in the upper right corner. But I did not own a vintage Roy Campanella card. This is 1957 Topps. I don't know my 50s Topps as well, other than obviously the 52, which is the most iconic set in the world. 57 Topps, Roy Campanella. You know, it's not graded. It's probably not grade worthy with the thing in the corner, but it does go in my Hall of Fame collection, and it does knock one off the list. So there we go. 57 Topps, Roy Campanella. I like it. 5 packages left. Toss that in the garbage. Let's not cut that. All right. What do we got here? What do we have? Oh, dang. Storage Defend, the Ding Defender. I mean, nobody wants their cards dinged. But, you know, if you put them in a top loader or in a, you know, like a card sleeve, not a top loader. You know what I'm talking about. A top loader, not a top loader. These dang things. A card saver, whatever you want to call them, the ones that like bend, the ones that you put your PCA or PSA submissions in. Why did you put them in stuff like that? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Here's a big boy. Hall of Famer. One of the most iconic cards of the junk wax era. It's one that I did own when I was a kid. It was also the worst trade I ever made when I traded it away. I traded it away for a 1987 Flair Ruben Sierra, a 1972 Frank Robinson. Hold on, I lift the camera up. A 1972 Frank Robinson, kind of like that one, but in worse shape. And a 1973, no, wait, that's 72. So yeah, a 73 Bob Gibson. And the Bob Gibson and the Frank Robinson were beat up. They had rounded corners. They were not in good shape. But at that time, I didn't have any vintage cards of any Hall of Famers. And to get 2 of them back in the trade, I thought was a steal. Little did I know he stole from me. I traded my Ken Griffey Jr. rookie card away for, I don't know, even at the time, at best was $10 worth of cards. And this card was always worth, at a bare minimum, $25. One of the hottest cards of the junk wax era. Glad I got it back in my collection, and it's graded. SGC, like I said, I prefer them. So, yeah, love it. Ken Griffey Jr. rookie. Boom. We didn't need to protect that, though. It's in a plastic case. But will we use the Ding Defender? For sure. Oh, did I just drop a package? I did. Oh, no, that one's empty. Okay, we're good. Never mind. Never mind. We're fine. 5 left. Let's see what we got. Double envelopes. I like double envelopes. Sounds like a slot machine. Double envelopes and cardboard. Oh, man. Yes, sir. Protect. Protect. All right, what do we... Oh. What is going on here? Oh, we got some tape. Okay. All right. There we go. Oh, my goodness. And it's like wrapped like a present. Wow. Actually, I got to admit, this is kind of... Look at this wrapping paper, by the way. That's so cool. There's a 51 Wheaties Premium Mickey Mantle photo. What is that, a Jackie Robinson? A Whitey Ford? Oh, man. I mean, it's not really wrapping paper. Now that I feel it, it's more just like paper out of a printer. You probably just printed out this page and cut it up. That's cool. Post-war baseball cards. How cool. That's quite the touch. Oh, there's the 51 Bowman Mantle. One of the most iconic cards of all time. Oh, dang it. My stuff over there is falling over again. Ernie Hustler Banks wins MVP award. Ernie Banks in like an artistic, you know, I'd say it's like a painted picture or like a painted touched up photo or something. Sliding into home plate. Don't know who the catcher is. Looks like a Brave, maybe. Action photos. Doesn't have the year on there. I want to say it's 59 tops if my memory serves. 59 tops. So that was a cool, that was cool. I like how he packaged that. That was awesome. All right. Oh, that's a big one. Probstein's, that tells you who it is. Probstein's a huge dealer. They even do auctions and stuff. I couldn't hide who that is as he put it on the back. So I guess Probstein gets a free advertisement. But they're huge. They move, they have auctions that end every day, hundreds of them. They move a lot of cards. They're one of those guys you can get, like I said, bulk orders and save on shipping. Find a lot of cards that you're looking for to meet your collection needs, and save money on shipping is always good. Paying less per card is always a positive. All right. Here, this is okay. This is cool. This is cool. I'm not sure what year this is. Like I said, my 50s and early 60s baseball knowledge. Oh, 59, it says at the bottom, 59 All-Star selection. So this is my first vintage Mickey Mantle. You can see the corners are worn. It's not pretty. It is fairly well-centered. It's a little off left to right, like 60-40. Top to bottom is pretty good. The corners are worn. Like, there's no way this is going to get more than like a 2. But if you look at vintage Mickey Mantle stuff on eBay, you're lucky to get anything under $75 that isn't like crinkled and warped. This doesn't appear to have any creases. I'm okay with this. I got this for under $60. And I know it's an all-star card, and the all-star cards aren't as desirable. There's the back of it, 564 Bazooka. I know they're not as desirable. A lot of them were even double printed back in the day. But like I said, try to find a Mantle under $75 because I looked for a long time. And this one finally came up. And for whatever reason, it didn't have a ton of bids. And I got it for $65. So I was stoked on that. My first vintage Mickey Mantle. You can cross him off the list. Cross him off the list. I'm still looking for a Sandy Koufax. I've been bidding on a few here and there. I always seem to get bid out at the end. Even like 2s are seem to be going for like $35. I'm not saying Sandy wasn't a great player. And I know he has a huge following, Dodger great. But like a 2 Sandy Koufax for $30, I don't know. And then like a lot of them go for a lot of money. A lot, like the 50s ones, because he actually didn't have that many years in the league, if you think about it. His arm gave out on him fairly early. He had some really dominant, amazing seasons. He had, 3 or 4 no-hitters. But his career was fairly short. I'd say 10 years. So he really only has 10 years worth of cards. And so, yeah, they're pretty, I think his last year was 65 and his first year was 55. And the 50s cards definitely carry a premium. And even the 60 ones, like I said, PSA 2s go for $35, $40. And I don't know. I don't know. That's what I'm going to have to pay. Oh, here we go. Here's another old school card. Mo Arnovich. This is a play ball. Doesn't have a year on it. I think play balls are 39, 40, 41. This is a color. Remember we talked about Twinkle Toes Selkirk in one of my videos, and that was a black and white. That was like 40. So because this is color, I'm going to say this is a 41. Yeah. Mo Arnovich. Let's look at Mo. Mo was a New York Giant. I didn't know that. I already like Mo. Born in Superior, Wisconsin, November 16th, 1914. Bats right, throws right. 5'9", 1.5, 178. Left field is a problem for the New York Giants this year, and Bill Terry is depending a lot on Mo Arnanovich, purchased last December from the world champion Cincinnati Reds, to help solve it. Arnovich is expected to share the left field berth with JoJo Moore. And if he returns to form he displayed with the Phillies in 1939, he should be a tremendous asset. Traded to the Reds in June 40 by the Phillies, Arnovich appeared in only 62 games, batting close to the 300 mark. In 39 with the Phillies, he hit .324 after setting the pace for the league batting crowd for quite a period. So, yeah, good hitter. I guess this is 41. It did say on the back about the 39 and 40 seasons. So, yeah, 41 play ball, Mo Arnanovich. And then, if you guys collected in the junk wax era, And anybody bought basketball cards, I'm sure you bought your fair share of 89 hoops, because I sure did. And then 90 Skybox. And, those were the sets back then. Yeah, there was Fleer basketball. That was kind of before this. And there was Fleer basketball during this too, but by then it had become a mass-produced set. It wasn't like the 85, 86, 87, 88. Well, maybe not even 88, 87 that were much shorter printed. But this is a classic, iconic Michael Jordan if you were a junk wax collector. And I had, I don't know, probably 20 of these cards as a kid. But anyway, PSA 6, 89 hoops, Michael Jordan All-Star card. Goes in the Hall of Fame collection. Because there's no way I can afford, like an 88 Fleer Michael Jordan. Those things are so ridiculously expensive. That's not his rookie year, by the way. That would be his second year Fleer card. And a PSA 6 would probably go for 4 digits. Oh, yeah, okay. Okay. Yamamoto. Topps Chrome. I forget what they call this set. It's not Sonic. Say on the back. It's the one with the galaxy-themed set. You're looking for, like, the Planetary Pursuit inserts. I don't know why I can't remember it. Anyway, Yamamoto rookie. Okay, so one of the things he did have on his site that really intrigued me. Now, I don't know if these are any good, and I'll look through them later. These are cricket cards from the 30s. And I'm guessing they were made in England. That's where, it says Victoria. Actually, Victoria, that would be Australia. So maybe these are Australia. I don't know. I'll open these up and look at them more in depth later. These are from the 30s. This would be the oldest cards I own. I know they're technically a sport, not baseball. I don't know anything about cricket. But they were really cheap. I want to say like $5 for like the whole set. It's not the whole set, but it's most of the set. I'll go through them and check them out and give you an update. I will actually do some research, even though I said I hate research. And I'll find out if these have any value. Also, in his auctions, Ogden cigarettes. And these, I believe, were listed as actors and actresses. Yeah, actors, natural character studies. At the bottom, Ogden cigarettes. These are also from the 30s. And it says that these are actually Great Britain. So these ones are British. These are actors and actresses from Britain in the 30s. And I will also do some research on those. These ones are in color. So, it looks like they spent a little bit more on the photos and stuff. We'll do a little bit of research on these two and tell you what I find out in a future video. So, yeah, 1930s cricket players and actors and actresses. I find it kind of interesting. We don't really have, like, actor and actresses cards now. Like, people love celebrities. We used to have music cards. I remember that was a thing in the 90s. I don't know why they don't have those anymore either. Like, you don't think people would buy Taylor Swift cards? They buy Taylor Swift everything else. I bet you they'd buy Taylor Swift cards. On my receipt. Looks like another slab. Oh, yeah. So, I've talked about this before. The joys of eBaying. Sometimes you bid on two things at once. And sometimes, you've been looking for a card for a while. And you haven't been able to win it. You keep getting beat at the buzzer. People outbid you. You get pissed off, and you bid on two at once. So, besides that 7 we opened earlier, I also bought a 6.5 and a Beckett slab. And so, if you're interested in either one of these, they're definitely one of them will be up for trade for sure. Because I don't need two. I only wanted one. What's interesting is I'm looking at them now. The color on the Beckett one looks a little better. This one looks a little faded out to me, even though it got a higher grade. One of the things they always say to look for on these is the hologram. I guess a lot of times the hologram had lines in them and stuff, or the hologram peels up. Both those holograms look pretty good. This one on the back is definitely heavy, a little right to left. This one's a little heavy bottom to top. So they're both a little off on the back. It's kind of hard to tell top to bottom on the front. This one's a little heavier than this one on the top, but it's hard to tell exactly where the bottom is, like where it's supposed to be exactly. So yeah, we got two Griffies, a 7 and a 6.5. It is what it is. You know, if I don't trade one, I'll sell them. I'm sure I can get what I paid for it back. I'm not even concerned about it. But another iconic card from the Junk Wax era. Last pack. Last treasure of the day. What did we find here? It looks like another slab. So because it's a slab, it's probably a Hall of Famer. I know one guy that I'm missing that I think I ordered, and that would be Bob Gibson. Is this Bob Gibson? Oh, no. This is another old card. Okay. So for those of you that are big into vintage, this is a 48-49 Leaf. There's a lot of big cards in that 48-49 Leaf. I believe it's like one of the first Ted Williams cards. It is definitely, I believe, the Jackie Robinson rookie card. They have amazing color, as you can see. That's what I like this one. I thought it had amazing color with the orange and the blue. George Vico, a 2. It's definitely off-center, left to right, and top to bottom. Top heavy, left heavy. Corners are definitely a little rough. Let's read about Mr. George Vico. First baseman for the Detroit Tigers. It's George Sam Vico, 26, bats left, throws right, 6'4", 200. That's a big boy. San Fernando, California. Made Major League debut last season with a 267 batting mark. So this, I guess this technically is his rookie card. After running up a 307 average with Portland in the Pacific Coast League the year previous. His 1948 fielding record, blotted by 15 errors, second highest in the league. So he's not good defensively. Has fine stretch at first, considered good prospect for Major League stardom. Well, they weren't right about Major League stardom, probably because he couldn't field. People got tired of him not being able to catch the damn ball. But anyway, George Vico, my first card from this set, which like I said is an iconic set with a lot of big names in it. I'll probably never own those big names. I can't afford them, but I can afford a George Vico. All right, guys, thanks for joining me. That was Mail Day number 2. I don't know, I thought I got lots of good stuff. We'll do some more research about the cricketers and the actors and actresses and tell you what we find. Thanks for joining me, and until next time, peace. Thanks, bye.